Welcome to the University of Hertfordshire and the Department of Engineering. My name is Yong Chen, and my role within the department is to inspire and look after our students. The aim for today is to help you to decide if engineering is for you. If so, is the field of mechanical engineering going to inspire you? Would you be happy studying at UH? And if the answer to all of those is yes, which course should I apply for? So let's start. What is an engineer? There are lots of definitions of an engineer, but the definition I found on the Marshall Launchpad website is that an engineer is someone who uses their knowledge, skills, and ingenuity to create solutions to problems and challenges. While scientists may discover new laws of physics and invent new materials, it is engineers who turn this science into something useful for society. At UH, we have a long tradition of providing industry with practical engineers, that is, engineers who do not just know the theory, but have experience of solving problems and designing innovative products. Typical mechanical engineers from UH include Dr. Martin Leach, the former president of Ford Europe, Nick Brown, head of test development design in Formula One Mercedes Grand Prix. You may be interested in the terms of B-Eng and M-Eng. The B-Eng is the traditional engineering qualification leading towards to chartership. Although they will need to study further either through an accredited MSc course or recognized graduate apprenticeship scheme. To be able to develop innovative ideas that will work, B-Eng degrees require thorough understanding of the scientific principles and analytical skills which are needed to prove that design solutions are valid. The M-Eng is a master qualification with an integrated bachelor's. At UH, M-Eng students study the same modules as the B-Eng students, but stay on for an extra year of master's level modules. The M-Eng graduates are the elite engineers who we expect to go on to take leadership responsibility in industry in years to come. In particular, B-Eng students who show they have the potential to cope with the M-Eng will be invited by the examiner board to transfer at the end of the first year or second year. As can be seen, all our degrees are structured in the same way. You all come from different backgrounds, so the first year is developing a solid foundation of scientific knowledge and analytical skills. Depending upon your background, you may find some content you have done before. The key is to concentrate on your weakness. Year 2 is where you start to learn the science-specific tools for your chosen discipline. That is, use of specialist engineering computer packages. You do a bit in year 1, but there is a lot more in the second year. And at UH, there is a particular emphasis on computer-aided engineering. Year 3, either year placement in an engineering company, or a year of additional study at a partnership institution abroad. Students who do not wish to take either of these options go straight to Year 4. Year 4 is what puts the name on your degree, where most of the subjects are specific to your chosen discipline. Year 5 for aiming students only, where they will take their chosen discipline to a master level and develop management skills. From September 2018, most of our BEng degrees can be studied on a full-time or a part-time basis as part of a degree apprenticeship at a company's request. Apprentices must be employed by a company. It is the company's responsibility to set up a contact with UH, not a student responsibility. Moving on to the engineering disciplines you have specifically come to see. Mechanical engineering is all around you. All products, to some extent, involve mechanical engineering, either in their design and manufacture, or in the development of the equipment to produce the product. Mechanical engineering can range from enormous machines to design of precision components. Mechanical engineers need a broad range of knowledges and understanding, from thermodynamics to material science. They need skills from computer-aided design and analysis to manufacture and testing. At UH, mechanical engineering is one of our most popular degrees, with its particular emphasis on design with additive manufacture. I believe this is mainly because it keeps students' options open. For example, with a degree in mechanical engineering, you can gain employment in aerospace or automotive industries. You can specialize in product design or become a specialist in manufacture. However, increasingly there are few products that are purely mechanical. Many products include electronics. Even products that are purely mechanical usually require some instrumentation to establish the product meets the design specification. Hence, UH have introduced a mechatronics variant on the mechanical engineering degree, developing not just mechanical skills but also the ability to integrate electronics into the product or system. If you are not sure which branch of engineering to specialize in, I strongly recommend the mechatronics degree, as the skills you will develop are increasingly in demand by industry. Before I finish, I would like to take the opportunity to give you some personal advice. Here are some aspects that I have heard students say has influenced their choice of which universities to put on their UCAS forms, which I have ranked with what I think is most important at the top. The first aspect is student-staff relationships. To me, this should be the #1 influence. As you go around each university, ask yourself, would I be happy studying here? It doesn't matter how good the university reputation is or how fantastic the course sounds. If you do not feel comfortable, you will find it very difficult to maintain your studies and be rather miserable. Second aspect is career choice. Try to match the emphasis of the course with your career aspirations. Our degrees are industry focused with a high employment rate. The third one is specialization. Accredited engineering degrees can all look similar, but if you look at final year modules, every degree has some specialty. Do these interest you? The fourth aspect is entry requirement. Obviously, if a university is asking for grades that you know you don't have any chance of achieving, it would be a waste of one of your spaces on the UCAS form. The fifth aspect is reputation. Be careful, reputations can go and come. What is true today may be very different in 4 or 5 years' time. And don't be too influenced by newspaper leaks tables, because these are based on whole university provision, not a particular course. And the criteria the newspaper uses for this may be very different to what is important for you. Then, social life. It is important. However, most students change tremendously during the time they are at university, and that includes the way you like to spend your spare time. So do not judge a university on the social based upon your current values, but look at how much flexibility there is. Final aspect is location or cost. You may well be sitting there wondering how you are going to pay for this higher education, and it is very tempting to then try and cut cost by going for universities where accommodation is much cheaper. However, when you consider the whole cost, which due to the student loan system is spread over many years, the difference is relatively small, and so don't let it be influenced you too much. So, what makes UH so great? I would like to think it is our core values of physics: friendly, ambitious, collegiate, enterprising, and students-focused. As you go around the campus, I'm sure you will find the staff and students are friendly. We encourage our students to be ambitious. You certainly will not achieve your full potential if you do not try. As I said earlier, engineering is all about teamwork, and we have to be collegiate if teams are to be successful. By their nature, engineers are enterprising to seek the best solution for the problems they are faced with. And you will find this whole establishment is student-focused. While staff have research consultants' jobs as well as teaching education students, remains UH primary business. Blended learning is recognizing that we all like to learn in different ways. In reality, staff cannot teach you everything, otherwise you would be in classes all day, every day. So, at UH, we expect students to continue their learning outside the classroom. To support this, we have our virtual learning environment, StudyNet. Every module you study is supported by a website where you can access course notes, review slides you have seen in classes, access additional resources, submit coursework, and receive feedback and communicate with your lecturers and fellow students from anywhere in the world. In addition, all support services also have their own website where you can receive advice. These websites are all interlinked to form StudyNet, a facility that University of Hertfordshire is just proud of. And what makes the Department of Engineering so great? I would like to think it is our industrial heritage. The Department of Engineering are proud of their strong industrial links with several industrial advisory panels to keep our degrees fit for purpose and providing openings not just for our graduates but also students who wish to take up the sandwich option. The sandwich option involves a minimum of 48 weeks paid employment in an approved company. This can give the student a significant advantage when they are looking for a job after graduation. It is a great place to study with some massive investment in the facilities in recent years, as I'm sure you will see as you wander around. This is the student forum, which is where the more social activities go on. Live gigs, selection of different bars and places and to eat. If you have not seen it yet, it is worth to see. The engineering department has also some excellent new lab facilities, such as industrial standard CMM, 3D printer, and a fire arm. Even a CNC machine is provided for students to have an excellent learning experience in CAM. We have two massive learning resource centers. One is on the campus in College Lane, and the other is on the Haviland campus, the other side of the A1M. In reality, there are lots of places for students to work and socialize between classes. This is typical one, the Oval. So, to summarize, UH can offer you a fantastic opportunity to develop your employability skills and kickstart your career in engineering. Now, it is up to you to take up that opportunity and make most of it. Thank you very much. Enjoy your virtual tour.